Brioche knitting is a way of making a very squishy ribbed fabric. It's frequently done in 2 colors, and if you're doing it in 2 colors, then it's a 4-row pattern where you work across with color A, return the stitches to the opposite side of the needle, work across with color B, and then on the opposite side you work across with color A again, and then work across with color B. So with basic brioche knit, we're on the light side of the work and we're using color A, so we're going to be working in brioche knit. And in brioche knit, there's 2 basic stitches. There's a pattern of stitches. So you have a knit column in color A that has a wrap across the top in color B. This wrapped stitch is considered to be 1 stitch. It's not 2 separate stitches, it's just 1 stitch. You always work a knit stitch together with its wrap by knitting both together. The wrap disappears on the wrong side of the work and makes this webbing across between the columns, but you don't see it once you've knit that stitch. Every time you slip a stitch, you always bring your yarn to the front, whether you're doing brioche knits or brioche purls. In brioche purl, your yarn should already be at the front of the work, but whenever you begin to slip a stitch, your yarn needs to be at the front. You slip the stitch in color B, and you've come to another wrap stitch, which we're going to brioche knit. As you can see, when I'm bringing my yarn to the back in order to knit this stitch, I'm creating the wrap on that slip stitch. So now I've made a knit stitch, I've slipped and wrapped a stitch, and I've knit the next stitch. Bring your yarn to the front, slip, knit, bring your yarn to the front, slip, knit. And you get into a nice pattern here. Now, I drop color A, and I'm going to have to work this same row with color B. Color B is over here, still on the right side of these stitches. So I have to slide my needle through. To work the same row with color B. And I'm ready to begin the brioche purl row with color B on the light side or right side of the work. You can see my color A is hanging out over here because I've just finished that row. And instead we're going to be doing basically the reverse of what we did before. We're going to be slipping these single stitches in color A and wrapping them. Again, my yarn is to the front because I'm already purling. So I slip that stitch and yarn over to bring my yarn back to the front. And the wrap stitches, we're going to be purling them. So we insert our yarn purlwise, wrap the stitch, and drop it off the needle. A single stitch, yarns to the front, slip it purlwise, bring the yarn back to the front to purl the next stitch. On the wrong side of the work, on the other side of the work, you can see we're making these columns of color B. Slip, wrap, purl, slip, wrap, purl. In some ways, I find the purl rows to be a little easier than the knit rows because you're inserting your needle every time purlwise. It's just a little faster. And the last stitch is a selvage stitch, so I just slip it without wrapping it. Okay, so we've completed both of our right side or light side rows, first with color A, then with color B. And that has created basically one row of brioche stitches because half of the stitches are slipped each time we work across. So combined, they make one complete row of brioche stitches. We're now ready to rotate the work. Both of our yarns are now once again over on the same side, so we know that that means we get to work across in color A. And this is the wrong side or dark side of the brioche knitting. Those columns of color A in knit stitches, those are on the right side of the work. So looking at this, we know that we're going to be working across in purl because we want to continue to make these columns of knit stitches. So all of these stitches, we need to purl them to continue in our pattern. The first stitch, I just purl normally as the selvage stitch. Then we have a single stitch in color B, which we're going to wrap. Our yarn is already to the front because we're purling, so we slip that purlwise, bring the yarn back to the front in a yarn over, and we're ready to purl this stitch with its wrap in a brioche purl. This row with color A is basically a repeat of what we did the previous row with color B. We've just completed row 3 of our brioche pattern. We've worked across, just pretend this is all brioche. We've worked across in color A. Our color A is now off to this side, but our color B remains over here. So we do the same thing that we did before. We do not turn the work, and instead we slide the stitches across to the other needle so that we can pick up color B and work across the dark side for the 4th row of our brioche pattern in color B. The first stitch is a selvage stitch, which we're just going to slip without wrapping. And then we have our first brioche stitch with its wrap. Now remember that we're on the dark side and we have these columns of knit stitches in color B. So we know that this time around it's color B's turn to do brioche knits. So we're going to knit that stitch. The next stitch is a single stitch all by itself in color A. We know we need to wrap it, bring the yarn to the front, slip that stitch. Work the next stitch as a knit, and as you can see, when you knit this stitch, you're helping to wrap the slip stitch. Bring your yarn to the front, slip a stitch, brioche knit, bring your yarn to the front, slip a stitch, brioche knit. And there we've completed the 4th row of our brioche pattern. We've worked across row 4 with color B, and we've used brioche knits to make those knit columns. If you want to just make plain brioche stitch with columns that go straight up and down that don't have increases or decreases, this is the 4-row repeat that you would use. Reminder again, you work across the light side row with color A using brioche knit, return your stitches to the opposite needle, work across with color B using brioche purl, rotate the work, work across the dark side row first with color A using brioche purl, then slide the stitches and work across the dark side row once again with color B using brioche knit. And that would be the pattern to just create plain and simple brioche columns with no shaping.